sometimes you have to sit back and make your own decisions about situations, man. And people act like I actually wish bad on ASAP Rocky. I don't wish no bad on ASAP. I don't never wish damn motherfucker to ever go to jail, period. But when I sit back and I watch the whole ASAP Rocky trial, it doesn't do nothing but make me feel bad for him as an individual, man. Because somebody that say they love him really didn't love him because they didn't step in and say, hey, man, go on do them 180 days. You'll be out before the summer and everything gonna be okay. Did not one person that say they love ASAP Rocky step in and say, man, look here, man, you've been to jail before, you've done this, you've done that. You can, you can rationalize any kind of way. Three people get off the air, bro. Look at your. All these old soft ass content creators, they ain't even got 400 motherfucking subscribers. Be quick to get into motherfucking content and suck. I got motherfucking platforms that's over 80, 90,000. It just be these weak ass motherfuckers to be online, these hoe ass trolls, coward ass motherfuckers that just piss me off, man. They piss a motherfucker off because they be them internet cowards, man. They be them internet suckers that hide behind the internet that they wouldn't talk that same motherfucking shit if a motherfucker was standing in your face, you weak ass coward. Throw me off motherfucking topic, man. Weak ass motherfuckers. But anyway, man, when you report the news or report a trial, you put to point out everything that's going on in that trial, good or bad. You supposed to point out the things that's going on that you see. And in the ASAP Rocky trial, I don't think I seen was a person that flip-flop back and forth from I'm not guilty, I didn't do it, to now they saying that I was defending myself against it. You know what I mean? You can't do them type of things in front of a jury, man. That if he were gonna try to flip flop his defense in front of the jury, he might as well took them 180 days. And people want to holler out, well, he didn't take the 180 days because it was gonna tarnish his brand. He was gonna lose millions of dollars in endorsements. When did a motherfucker start realizing that you could sit there and keep them motherfucking endorsements to your motherfucking self long as I got my motherfucking freedom, man? Because if he's sitting in jail, he ain't gonna get no motherfucking endorsements. If he's sitting in, motherfuckers realize that if you are important enough for somebody to put a brand on you, you catching a motherfucking gun case in the area of the world that we live in now, that didn't do nothing but make your brand more harder. That made you more hooder and made you more appealing to the motherfucking people in the world that we live in now, because that's what they glorify, man. They glorify people going to trials for killing folks, shooting at folks. They glorify that shit. You know what I mean? And he married to a motherfucker that's worth over $1 billion fucking dollars. So what do you need any more money for? You got somebody that love you that's worth over $1 billion. Rihanna. You got someone that actually, and he's not no slacker dude getting his own bread. ASAP Rocky getting his own money. Dude is a talented individual. I'm not going to take dude and say he's not a talented individual, but when I say, why the fuck didn't he take the 180 days, man? Why didn't he take the 180 days? You know what I mean? You gotta realize sometimes if you committed a crime, you gotta take low and go, man. Low and go. You got another chance to be free again. If you actually did it, Them folk got surveillance tapes of this fool committing the fucking crime. They got surveillance tapes of Rocket popping at this man. This man started off with his defense with, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't there, I didn't do it. Then them folks showed that he was there, and he was there, and he had something in his hand. There was a gun. This motherfucker flipped and flopped and said, well, it was a fake gun. It was a prop gun. It wasn't even real. Then them folks said, well, you can see the fire coming off that motherfucker when ASAP Real was running and ducking and dodging from something that was coming out the barrel of that motherfucker. Then them folks said, oh, no, it wasn't a prop gun. It was a motherfucking starter pistol. It didn't have real motherfucking bullets. It was just a starter pistol. ASAP Rocky lawyers are some fucking imbeciles, man. They are slow. Ain't no way that they supposed to convince their motherfucking client to get up and people that ain't watched the whole trial, the beginning of the trial with the same judge, man. I've never seen this in my whole life with me going in front of judges and me watching criminal trials. I've never seen a judge beg an individual to take a plea deal and not take a chance of going to trial, man. For real. They literally did that, man. That judge literally begged ASAP Rocky to take that 180 days and them 7 years probation, which wouldn't have been nothing because you ain't out here committing no crimes. You are a fucking entertainer. You a rapper, you a singer, you a fucking global sensation. So you can do that probation like it ain't nothing. You ain't running into nobody, no problems. The only problem that most people run into be motherfuckers that's with them, man. Be with them. ASAP Rocky ain't had no other problems but with a motherfucker that he called ASAP something else real. So that let you know, man, and dude knew, because a lot of people don't understand, when you have a court proceedings, they give you emotional discovery way before you get to the point of where you're going to trial. And the emotional discovery shows you all the evidence, all the witnesses that the DA is going to present against you to prove that you committed this crime. And for me to sit back and see all the evidence that these folks had against him, and he took a chance with 24 years instead of doing 180 days, that doesn't make any sense to me, man. That doesn't register in my mind as a good decision. You know what I mean? I don't even know him as a person, as an individual personally, but someone don't love him because someone should have told him, man, that's not a bad situation. You got put in a bad situation with one of your own friends. They got you on surveillance tape. They got other witnesses that not even have anything to do with now one of y'all pointing and said ASAP Rocky was popping at ASAP Real. You had ASAP Real, and a lot of people be getting all this misinformation from all these bullshit ass content creators when you could just literally watch the fucking trial your fucking self. They don't got no fucking camera, no motherfucking tape of no ASAP Real going back to no motherfucking crime scene, putting nothing on no ground. That's a lie. Them folks in trial asked each and every last one of them motherfucking witnesses on that stand as they push play on that motherfucking tape, did you see anyone ever come back after the police was called? And every last one of them motherfuckers said no. Even the police. Even the police, man. So when you sit back and you see this shit go on, it ain't me hating on no motherfucker. It ain't me hoping or praying that something bad is someone going to prison. I would never wish that on a person, man. I would never. But when you sit there and you watch the justice system like I do, I watch trials over and over and over, man. That's all I fucking do is watch the news 24/7, 7 days a week, and I report it, man. I don't jump on the trend of no other content creators because a lot of them motherfuckers be lying. I do my research on every fucking thing that I post all the way down to the bottom, man. And I ain't never ever gonna have to repost or retract nothing I say because what I say is true. And what I say about a person, I mean it, man. It ain't no misunderstanding, man. You know, a lot of people, they like to hear the entertainment part of the internet. But sometimes you got to bring the truth to the internet, man. You can't ride with the narrative of what other content creators do, man. Them folks look at somebody and say, oh, he got 200,000 subscribers and he's saying this and he's saying that. Well, I'm going to say that. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm going to do my own fucking homework. I'm going to do my own motherfucking content, and mine ain't going to sound or look like now other motherfuckers, man. Period. You know what I mean? And now that the ASAP Rocky assault trial all wrapped up, meaning they all wrapped it up and it's finna go to the jury, you can believe that dude is finna be found guilty, man. The whole trial, the judge been looking at the man and shaking his head every fucking time. Everybody want to highlight, well, Rail got on the stand and lied and purged himself. Every motherfucker that got on the stand for ASAP Rocky lied and purged themselves. Because they were trying to help their friend. But when they got on that stand and lied, the DA pointed out, well, you lying. Here, look, boop, let's watch the tape. You said that you had your eye on Rail the whole time. Well, I did. But now, just 10 seconds ago, you said that you seen Rocket and you know for 100% you had your eye on Rocket. And how did you watch Rocket if Rocket Poe been over here and ASAP Real Poe been over there? But we can see on the tape where ASAP Real running like a motherfucking rabbit and Rocket behind him busting that motherfucking fire like he trying to catch that motherfucker in a hunting lodge, man. You know what I mean? He was, man. Rocket was trying to knock dude off because they had a misunderstanding and Rocket couldn't fight that man because he's bigger than him. So Rocket he let his impulse and his anger take over the situation, man. You know what I mean? He did. He let his motherfucking whole anger and his impulse get his ass in the trouble that he in now. Like a lot of people, man. A lot of people, for something that might take 2-3 seconds, can end you up with a life sentence or end you up on death row, man. Anger is the worst thing that human emotion that anyone could ever have in their heart towards any situation, man. When you got anger and pride in a situation, you can't look past it. When a lot of men get into the situation where men feel like that another man testing their manhood and the only way they're going to be able to deal with that, after the text. And the only way they're going to be able to deal with that is if someone beat their chest or pop their pistol, man. They don't know nothing else. You know what I mean? Men don't know nothing but what they've been taught all their life. The strong will survive and the weak will get ran over 24/7, 7 days a week, man. That's real shit. No matter what color you is, every man is taught that if you show weakness to any person, you show weakness to the world. But you got to know sometimes that some situations ain't worth the consequences, man. Sometimes the situations ain't gonna add up to the consequences. Cause ASAP Real running around out here in life and probably fit do 100 podcasts and be on no jumper, be on Vlad TV talking about how he got motherfucking what's his name locked up. You know what I mean? And he gonna make money. ASAP Real for to hit every podcast, and when they find ASAP Rocky guilty and sentence that man, ASAP Real gonna be the next Lil Woody. ASAP Real gonna hit every motherfucker. He gonna be on Vlad first. He gonna be on No Jumper second. He gonna be on the Destin Project. He gonna be on all them platforms that love them thirsty motherfucking rats, man. He gonna be on them. Cause that's the way the world lives, man. The world love that type of shit, man. They love to see people with money do stupid ass shit. They do. They love to see entertainers, rappers, actors, especially when they black, they love to see you fail, man. But you can't holler out, they have to get me when you go out there and you portray the stereotype that they portray about you, man. Because ASAP Rocky wife, Rihanna, worth $1 billion, so you know they got top-notch security. That man don't need no gun. Fuck he need a gun for? He supposed to walk around with 3-4 motherfuckers that's willing to take a bullet for him like the president. If my motherfucking wife or me worth $1 billion, I'm gonna have security like the president. I ain't gonna need no hammer. Why you need, and that's what he just portraying what them folk want motherfucking rappers to be, thugs and gang members. And motherfucking people that shoot at folks and rob folks. And they fall into them trends, man. You know, it's like, I see Terrence Hatchett, Boosie. I see dude online crying and begging every fucking day for pardons. You wouldn't have to beg for pardons if you wouldn't have went out there in the world and did something stupid as walk around with a firearm, knowing that every motherfucker is got a phone with a camera on it and get caught with a gun. Then you go into court thinking that this finna be that on that in state court and try to plead guilty to the charge. And them folks said, nah, Boosie. They dropped the charge. You walk out of court like you George Jefferson, started talking shit about the DA. And then the feds come knocking at the door and tell you turn your motherfucking ass in. That's what how life goes, man. At a certain point of time in life, at a certain age, you don't make stupid ass decisions and make stupid ass motherfucking decisions. Because dumb ass decisions always gonna end you up with fucked up consequences, man. Consequences that money can't even buy your motherfucking situation out, man. Look at P. Diddy. All the shit that P. Diddy done in his life, that man offered up $50 million to let him free to be home confinement. And them folks said, keep your money. We gonna let the victims get that in the lawsuits, man. Because when you get to a certain point where them folks want to prosecute you for your actions and your crimes, money can't save you. Only person can save you is a pardon from a governor or a president, man. And them folks ain't out there just passing them motherfuckers out. Just because Donald Trump pardoned the January 6th, don't think he gonna run around and pardon every motherfucking criminal like Larry Hoover, man. There's a lot of motherfuckers that sit back and they holler out, man, why Donald Trump won't pardon Larry Hoover? If you sit back and you look at all the things that happened in the past that them folks blame that man for, I say how much power that man got, them folks ain't gonna never let Larry Hoover out the penitentiary unless they need to call up a colonel or a general and let him out there to control the black folks to make them help them folks win a war. That's the only chance that he ever got that Trump would pardon Larry Hoover if they need Larry Hoover to come out and control the gang members to help them win a war, man. That's what it's all about. People don't understand that the world has became a place to where black men, white men, any man on this earth doing sick ass shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't pay for their crimes and their actions because they think they got money, man. It used to be like that. It used to be if you had money, you got away with whatever the fuck you wanted to get away with. And I know a lot of people say, well, Trump got 37 convictions. You got to realize that them folk caught an individual named Donald J. Trump in the middle of a movement that was pushed by him. They couldn't stop Donald J. Trump, man. They couldn't stop him. And all the individuals that tried to prosecute Donald J. Trump, them folks, Joe Biden pardoned them folks, all but two. Letitia James in New York City and Fannie Wallace down there in Georgia. Them the only two people that wasn't pardoned and can feel the wrath of Donald J. Trump. And if they slip up, you can believe Donald J. Trump gonna have them two bitches over there in Guantanamo Bay, man. You can believe if they can, Donald J. Trump ever get a whisper in his ear that Letitia James or Fannie Willis committed any kind of motherfucking crime, he gonna send the whole DOJ and ICE down there to pick them bitches up, man. For real. Them gonna be, you can believe Donald J. Trump sitting in his motherfucking office all day long, twirling his motherfucking thumbs, thinking, I'm gonna get you motherfuckers. I'm gonna make every last one of you motherfuckers pay for trying to put me in the penitentiary, all because it was political, man. Real shit. Them folk never thought that, and people always holler out, well, it's about a white thing. It's not about a white thing. Donald J. Trump was just something that everybody in the world wanted to be. A person that can say what the fuck they feel and do what the fuck they want to do and mean that shit. He did that shit. Donald J. Trump showed that it ain't nothing supposed to censor you in this world from what you supposed to say to another motherfucker. If another motherfucker piss you off, you supposed to be able to tell that motherfucker, fuck you. That's what Donald J. Trump taught me. I like that shit about Donald J. Trump. I like that Donald J. Trump is trying to make America great. I know it's a lot of people that ain't done nothing that's going to be deported, but that's just the luck of the motherfucking draw. If it take a lot of bad motherfuckers to get took up out of America and a whole bunch of innocent people get caught up in the situation, oh well. Oh well. That's the way I feel. Because a lot of people don't want to, it took me 45 years to realize a lot of things, man. People don't reflect what's going on in their life on you. Meaning that when I was young and black, I used to think all white people hated all young and black folks, and I couldn't understand why people hated me. But when I got older and I started bumping into a lot of dumb motherfucking black folks doing a lot of dumbass shit, I seen why people looked at me different and questioned my motives, because they didn't see nothing but what people were seeing on TV. They didn't see nothing but what people of my color and my gender was doing in the world. And they were saying, oh, well, that motherfucker might be the same. Because as I got older, I feel the same way. I don't see nothing but young people in the world robbing, stealing, and killing. So when I see one of them young motherfuckers and I'm in the world, I got that hammer ready to put them to sleep, because I know them young motherfuckers, they got some sinister things on their mind, man. I know them folk got some real sinister things on their mind. I know that the generation now that living and breathing and walking around in this motherfucking earth ages from 10. You got motherfuckers like the little boy F.N.G. King. This little motherfucker ain't number 12 years old, and he cussed like a sailor and talk funky to grown folks all day online like a motherfucker should have been on, bit them over and spanked his little ass, man. But they put these children in these situations, and one of them kids actually go online and say something to the wrong motherfucker, or threaten the wrong motherfucker, and a motherfucker catch that little motherfucker King and put him in a motherfucking bag, then everybody will holler out why he do that child like that. There's a lot of people that don't understand. My mom and daddy used to tell me a long time ago, children stay in children motherfucking spaces, man. You don't never act like you an adult if you ain't no adult, and if you a child trying to act like you an adult, motherfucker need to put you in your place and let you know that you ain't grown, motherfucker. Just 'cause you got a little hair on your ass don't make you no man, motherfucker. That's what motherfuckers used to tell their kids and meant that shit. Meant that shit, man. Let them folk know that you ain't grown. You don't pay no motherfucking bills around here. You can't afford to go get your own motherfucking house. Then you ain't grown. If you can't afford to pay your own motherfucking bills and deal with life consequences, if you don't work, you don't eat, then you ain't grown, motherfucker. If you can stuff all your motherfucking belongings in a backpack and walk out the door when you mad, you ain't grown, motherfucker. You ain't grown, motherfucker. For real. That's real shit, man. Motherfuckers think 'cause they at the age of 18 that they are grown. You're not grown. If you still asking people for motherfucking money, you not grown. If you still taking help from other people, you're not grown. If you still laying around complaining about you not having nothing and you can't have this because of this, you're not grown, man. Somebody didn't teach you how to be an adult. People don't realize that just because you at an age limit don't make you grown, man. And every person that's older, not wise, man. There's a lot of wise fools out this motherfucker, man. There's a lot of old ass fools like there's some young ass fools. That's why I don't get caught up in the internet shit with these folks that want to beat their chest and act like they something. And then when the truth come out, somebody drop their paperwork, then they feelings hurt. Now they ain't the Uncle Bang, they ain't the Uncle Kane, they ain't this Uncle motherfucking Billy Badass motherfucker. When a real motherfucker look in their eyes, even though if you ain't standing in front of them, you can look in their eyes through the camera and tell they soft, man. Real motherfuckers know, man. You know what I mean? Real people understand that when you get to a certain point in life, you understand what it means to be grown, and you wish you was a motherfucking child again. It's been times in my motherfucking life that I sit back and wanted to wish that I could click my motherfucking heels together, become a motherfucking, be a motherfucking child again, man. I cashed up to you, brother. Yeah, and that's the thing. People, you know, with being grown, a lot of things come with being grown, man. Grown is when you sit there and you have to sit down and calculate the motherfucking bills and knowing that you can't go to McDonald's today. You have to go in the kitchen and chop that hamburger meat up and make your own McDonald's. That's what being grown is. Being grown is when you realize that every dime that come in your pocket, go out your pocket. You realize you grown when the motherfucking lights get cut off in your house in the middle of the day when you working from home. You realize you grown then, motherfucker. You realize you grown when them folk cut your motherfucking water off in the middle of you taking a shower and you had to get out the shower with that soap on your ass and call NES and tell little man cut my water back on. Then you know you're grown. Until then, I get tired of motherfuckers hollering out I'm grown just because you over the age of 18, man. You ain't grown, motherfucker. Just because you laid up and somebody put a baby in you at 15, 16 years old don't make you grown. That make you dumb, man. That make you young, dumb, and you got a baby put in you really young. That's what that make you. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, man. Women do the foolish thing that I'm going to give you hints don't do, women. Women, when you young, you keep thinking that thing going to snap back every time. It ain't going to snap back every time because you might run into King Kong Dong and he ripped that motherfucker from end to end and then ain't no motherfucker going to want you in the future, man. Women don't understand that when you let so many men jump up and down in your body, it rip your motherfucking whole bottom part wide open where that motherfucker look like chitlins, man. And I don't know about you, some man might look at you and love you and be cool with you, But I never want to look in between a woman's leg and see nothing hanging down like two big old things of chitlins, man. Never. I never want that, man. I don't want to see no chitlins hanging from between your legs. And I know a lot of bitches are now, oh, you old motherfucker, your balls are hanging down. Yeah, but my balls is in a sack, motherfucker. My balls is in a sack, and them motherfuckers tighten up when that winnie tighten up. You feel me? That pussy don't snap back and clock. When that motherfucker ripped up, and you can't do nothing but either go get plastic surgery or something. You gotta go get that motherfucker split, cut, and snipped and sewed back together, because you can't get that hammer back, man. That's what people don't understand, man. People, they give all to the people that they bump into in life and don't have nothing to give their husband, the person that they want to spend their rest of their life. If you don't gave every motherfucker that you ever fucked with in life, that you was in a relationship, the head, the ass, and the booty, what you gonna give your husband a special gift, man? What you gonna give your husband as a special gift that ain't no other man done, man? What are you gonna give him? You can't give him now 3 of the holes that somebody ain't never poked before, man. I'm just keeping it real. I'm trying to, it's selfish thing for me to say, but that's always been a turnoff for me, man. If I pull my pants down and the woman pull her pants down, and that thing look like a 2 little chitlins hanging on something, and something in the middle that look like it might be a click, then I'm gonna tell her pull her pants up. I'm sorry, I can't do that, man. Cause I'm gonna know it's been a lot of things going on in that motherfucking cootie cat. I'm gonna know either she been a porn star or somebody in the neighborhood been treating her like a porn star. For real. People don't understand that, man. Your body can tell a lot about who you are. Your body can tell a story to a motherfucker if you've been down through that with a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck how much vinegar and Dutch bottles you spray up in that motherfucker ain't gonna tighten back up right. That motherfucker, if it's loose, and it ain't gonna tighten up into somebody stitch and grab and pull that motherfucker back together, man. You know what I mean? For real. A lot of people don't understand that, man. That's a turn off. I know a bitch told me one day, and this made me realize one thing, man. I pulled my bitch pants down in front of a young bitch. She about 26, 27 years old. I'm thinking I'm like Big King Kong Dong. And the only thing that bitch could do was look at my nuts and point at the gray hair and how long my balls was. So I know how it feels to be on the shame too. That's why I stay in the category of my age group, because if your titties sag and my nuts sag, we cool. You know what I mean? But I gotta draw the line if your pussy look like a motherfucking back of the chitlins, man. I gotta draw the line if you take your pants off and your pussy look like a beat up motherfucking baseball glove. I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it, man. I don't ran into some young bitches in their 20s that pussy look like that motherfucker been to war with Bin Laden, man. Look like they sit in the motherfucking line at the sailor's office and went at it, man. Yes, brother. What you say? I just cashed up your back. Look at it. But yeah, people don't understand that there's 2 things in life that you gotta always take care of. Your body, your mind. You can't never let nobody get control of you. Now one of them. Never let a person manipulate you to thinking that you ain't shit. Never let a person ever in life think that you can't be what they want you to be. Who you are. Be true to yourself, but if you a young motherfucker, don't let these motherfuckers jump up and down in that cat, man. Because if they jump up and down in that cat and that cat look like somebody done fucked it off, then ain't nobody else gonna want that cat, man. If your cat look like what they call them Siamese cats, you know, the bald cats with all the wrinkles and look like, if that motherfucker look like it when you pull your pants down, you can't be mad if a motherfucker act like he 2 years old and point at that motherfucker and laugh. You can't be mad. I didn't get mad when the young bitch pointed at my balls because they were hagging and sagging, and she laughed and pointed at a couple gray hairs. I laughed with the bitch. I laughed with her, and then I stuck my dick in her mouth. So I laughed last. That's just life, man. That's just life, man. That's life. That's life. I tell motherfuckers all the time. That's just life. That's the problem. People don't want to. People don't want to hear the truth, man. But that's life, man. Motherfuckers in the world. You got motherfuckers out here that really. I don't pull it up on some females, and I ain't gonna tell no lie. I pulled up on some females before, and my intention was to turn the fuck up, get her some cash for that ass, but either the weenie wouldn't get hard because he knew something wasn't right about that bitch, or I had a feeling that something wasn't right about her. And don't get it twisted. I'm the type of motherfucker that if I call for you to come and play and I don't play, I still pay. I still pay. There's some motherfuckers out there that don't pull it up on me, and I was gassed up to think I was gonna do it, and when I seen them, I gave them $100 a piece and told them have a nice day, and I'm cool with that. Sometimes it happens like that, man. And there's plenty of women out there right now that's looking at me and they like, dude, don't done that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Sometimes when a motherfucker get full of that oil or get full of themselves out there in the world, they be want to freak something. They be want to freak something, poke something, touch something, rub something, and that's just how life goes. And there's always a motherfucker out there trying to sell that cat all times of the day and night. Pussy sell better than dope, man. Pussy sell better than any narcotic or alcohol that's ever been produced in this world. They don't got to re-up. They just got to clean that motherfucker up and take care of that motherfucker, and that motherfucker worth some money, man. That motherfucker worth some money. A good, clean cat is worth some money, man. Motherfucker tell you that, man. If that cat ain't been passed around like a motherfucking been passed around, that cat worth some money, man. But if a motherfucker catch a bitch off list crawler, that cat ain't worth no money, man. That cat is negotiable. That's what you call negotiable cat. Women be all out, you can't negotiate my cat. Why can't we? You brought it to the table. Anything that's put on the table as a bargaining chip is negotiable, man. I don't give a fuck if it is your cat. You brought the cat for negotiable. And if I want the cat, I'm negotiating the cat. You can't always get what you want for the cat because you got to remember this, man. You can't go put that cat up on the motherfucking counter and pay for your food. You can't go in the gas station and throw that cat up on the counter and tell them, give me 20 on pump 5. Fuck you, man. You can't. You can't. When you find me a motherfucking ATM that a motherfucking put that cat into and get some money out of, then I ain't got nothing else to say. But until then, all cat is negotiable. You know what I mean? Some women, my cat ain't negotiable. Let them folk come cut them lights off, then everything negotiable. Let the repo man come take that motherfucking Charger sitting in the driveway. Then you want to call Uncle Old Billy riding around in the pickup truck with the overalls on and puts negotiable now. Motherfuckers say that cat ain't negotiable until they get put in a bind and they had to call that old freaking motherfucker up like me and say, hey man, my light just got cut off. You think you can swing back with 200? Yeah, I got you, baby girl. I'll pull up in that motherfucker and say, hey, baby, swipe daddy card on there and get your lights cut back on. But when the lights come back on, I'm standing there butt naked talking about it's party time. There's a lot of women out here that don't sold they soul to a motherfucker. Now, I ain't saying they'll sell it to every motherfucker, but every female out here got somebody in their phone that says emergency. And it ain't they daddy. It's a motherfucker, and just in case they have a flat tire, they check don't come when they supposed to come, and they kids need their school clothes, they gonna call that motherfucker over, and he gonna come over and drop that check, drop that bag off, and he gonna punish and leave. That's called no strings attached, and I'm with the games when you with the games. Them the best motherfucking relationships you can ever have in life, man. Them the best motherfucking relationships that if you married or whatever, if you get you a side motherfucker, fuck a side piece, get you a motherfucker that's only willing to call you when they need some money and you willing to call them when you want some cat. Ain't nobody cheating nobody, ain't nobody lost. I seen more long-term relationships go on like that, man. No strings attached. Back in the day, I watched old men have some relationships with young girls that a lot of people didn't even know. And then they called them old man babies because some of them old men made babies with them young gals. And them young gals went out there and put them on them young dudes knowing, and people all out, man, that baby got an old soul and an old face. Yeah, because he was made by an old man. Fuck you, man. His daddy was a motherfucker barely shooting dust out his nuts, and he made him with the mama that was trying to get some pamper money for the other baby and ended up making another baby because she wanted to go to the club this weekend and they had to call the motherfucker up and say, can I get some money? Because ain't nobody out there just giving no motherfucker no money for free, man. If a female tell you some motherfucking man or another female gave them some money for free, I gave them some weed or something for free, they telling a lie. They telling a motherfucking lie. They are. That's factual. I can never see a person going to work all week long. I can understand dope boys, trap niggas. I can understand all that jack money off on cat because they money come quick. But you catch one of them motherfuckers that's married, go to work every day, he working overtime to buy cat on the side, that nigga there a goddamn fool. He a psychopath. Man, I'd get a bitch a new wig if she wanted, if she let me knock that dome off. Fuck you, man. I pay to play. I don't play. I pay to play. That's the problem with people in the world. I don't want to have no conversations about something that I know what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. That's why I'm up front. You can't do nothing but tell me now you can't be offended. I don't ask plenty of females and tell them, man, I don't let a female tell me, man, I don't spit that shit out. What you trying to do? Shit. I want some cat. And she out there, what you trying to do? I love them females that don't rush you, man. I love the ones that'll sit back, take a couple shots, get to know the motherfucker. Knock off for an hour or two, sit back, smoke a blunt, you know what I mean? Y'all vibe a little bit, knock off a little bit more, you feel me? I ain't paying, why'd you pay a bitch to leave? I ain't paying a bitch to leave, I'm paying a bitch to come. I'm paying a bitch to come, man. That's the problem with people in the world. Everything ain't nothing free, man. Only thing free come with problems. If you pay a motherfucker, you shouldn't have no problem, man. If I'm giving a motherfucker $200 to jump up and down in there for an hour, when I walk out the door, me and her ain't got no strings attached. I could block her phone and they ain't never got to talk to her no more. Y'all motherfuckers want to go out here and try to start a relationship that you know you ain't going to be a part of because you still want to run around that hoe in the streets. That's just how it is. But don't run around and try to get in a relationship and get the cat for free. Just pay for the cat because you know you don't want the heart, man. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that sometimes it's more simpler to just bypass all the bullshit. Like a lot of these females, they search out the dope boy thinking that they can live the dope boy lifestyle, not knowing that they might get bamped and be up in a dope man trap. Not knowing that they could just sit on the sideline and let that same don't make that nigga your nigga. Sit on the side, let that nigga pull up and give you $200-300, knock you off, $500 to get you a wig, pay for you what you want, and push on. Don't jump in no relationship with a motherfucker you know going to jail, fool. Don't do that. Don't jump out there. Get what you can, because if you get what you can, if you and the individual got an understanding that it's only money and bumping and grinding involved, then it ain't never gonna be no misunderstanding. You know what I mean? But when you lay up in the house with a motherfucker, and you sit there and y'all play house, you love him, I love you, I buy you a Mercedes, I buy you this, I buy you a Jag, I give you bags. Then he get popped, you don't answer his phone call, you realize that you was only surviving off of him. When you should have been taking that money that he was giving them other hoes anyway. He getting them other hoes, this is less problem. Take the money and go on about your business, man. People want to call it modern day prostitution, what shit. If a female was to tell me she gonna give me some money for some dick and $200-300, I'm gonna beat her down. And don't let me run across no sugar mama. No motherfucker that got a bag enough, big enough to take care of me and my family. I'm gonna knock her down every day. They can call me Chris Williams Bigelow. Shit, you tripping. They better take advantage of that shit. That shit don't last long, man. People don't understand if a motherfucker selling dope or doing anything like that, you supposed to be trying to figure out a way to get out that situation. You supposed to be trying to figure out a way to get out of it. But most of these young motherfuckers, they just get caught up in the moment. And the world moving so fast with technology, like back in the days, in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up, it was less technology. Wasn't no camera phones. There was barely surveillance cameras on buildings. So you didn't have to worry about it. But then these young motherfuckers here, they pull up and they sell shit in the middle of broad daylight in parking lots with 1 million people they don't know. They walk in stores and walk up to you and don't even know you and ask you, do you want to buy something? They walk around with guns and shit hanging out their pocket like they trying to intimidate a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Think about it, man. A lot of people cause their own motherfucking situations when they could just bypass all the problems and just take the money. Take the money. Don't feel ashamed because a motherfucker banged you up last night and put 5 $100 bills on your motherfucking nightstand. Don't feel ashamed. Shit, I wouldn't. Let me go. You know how many times I ain't did nothing but laid in the bed with a motherfucker and didn't get no money out of the situation and the cat wasn't good? That was a whole waste of time. If I'd have got some money out of it, I'd at least said, well, shit, I got money out of it. I don't give a fuck how good the cat was. You know what I mean? Fuck you, man. Don't get attached. Get what you want out of it and move on, man. Shit. That's all the fuck I want to do. I'm telling you. I'm looking for a motherfucker to satisfy me with my desire. And I'm going to make sure that they got what they want in return. Am I wrong from that? Am I wrong? I'm not trying to coerce nobody. But I tell a motherfucker quick, man, I got some money, man. I ain't finna try to talk no shit, buy you no drinks, do none of that. I don't want to spend my money unless we getting something out of it, man. If I'm going to spend $200-300, it ain't going to be in no bar, no club. It's going to be, let me put this in your pocket, man. Let me put this $200-300 in your pocket And it take us 30, 40 minutes instead of me sitting down in this bar spending 200, 300 on drinks and then go up in there and you think you finna get 200, 300. Nah, my budget was $400. You spend 250 that at the bar, so now you can't get number 150 for that cat. I don't have some motherfucking females tell me, man, look, you ain't even gotta go get a room, man. Pull over, pull this car over. For real. I don't have a motherfucking female told me, man, pull over, give me that hotel money plus what you were gonna give me anyway. And I couldn't dispute it. I said, shit, pull over in that park. You can have this 150 that I was gonna get a room and you got your two, now you made 350. You think she was mad? Shit. Wet wipe and let's go. Fuck you mean. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't mad about it, man. I respect the motherfucker that'll sell the cat than to get the cat away for free. I respect the female that'll sell the cat then give it away for free. I don't respect no motherfucker, man. You get that motherfucker away for free, then you ain't got no reason to complain about your bills. How the fuck is you got a man jumping up and down in you 2-3 times a week? You telling your friends that motherfucker there putting it down, but he ain't putting no down payment on no house, no car, no groceries, no nothing. You getting the motherfucking food stamps and you working 2 jobs. Boy, it must be nice. But you know they say when you find a duck, that motherfucker gonna quack, 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 quack all the way to the bank. For real. I used to hear motherfuckers say, don't lay down and just wake up with a wet ass, man. I used to hear motherfuckers say that, don't lay down and just get up with a wet ass, man. I remember an old motherfucker told me a long time ago, and he said, man, don't you ever let no female lay down and get up with just a wet ass, because she gonna be mad, man. Give her some cash and make her feel like that she took care of her business, and the next time she might swing from the chandelier, man. And that nigga wasn't lying, man. I don't have some motherfucker. Look, I tell you this, I swear to God, man, I've had some females that gave me the cat for free. And when I was leaving out the door, I peeled off $300-400 and laid it on the table. And it fucked her up. But after she processed that situation, she called me back the next time and said, you want to do the same thing again? She didn't have no problem with saying, can we repeat that situation? Meaning that, can you drop $300 off and come over here and do what you want to do? You can spray your hose pipe on any part of my body for them $300, long as we got to understand it. Because I brought the money into the situation, so I'm not going to be mad no more. I can't expect to go over and get it for free. Because I offered money because I don't feel like that nothing should be for free. Especially this big motherfucker I got between my legs, it's gonna rip some shit apart. You paying to play with me, man. I'm gonna pay, but you gonna pay. I'm telling you, man, just real shit, man. Real hood nigga shit, man. Real hood nigga shit, bro. Hood niggas know what hood niggas do, man. We do a lot of crazy shit in the world, but we go, wee! We got that money in our pocket. We go, wee! You know what I mean? I ain't mad, man. I don't never judge another man or another woman for their actions because I know I don't did some crazy shit. I know I don't woke up in some hotel rooms and looked beside me and was like, what the fuck was I thinking? A lot of times. But I don't been in some hotel room with 2-3 women, just me, and I be in that motherfucker like King of the Jungle, running around that motherfucker like Tarzan, and couldn't no motherfucker tell me I didn't win the motherfucking lottery, man. Real shit. Real motherfucking shit, man. Life stories and true stories, man. I don't pay for a lot of cat, but my motherfucking swag gonna get me a lot more cat, man. Real shit. Motherfuckers love when you got that swag like I'm gonna respect you enough to pay you your worth. I'm gonna respect you enough that if I tell you this, man, if I own literally paid a motherfucker to babysit somebody else's kids so I could go knock their mama off. Why not? That's part of the whole situation. That's part. If she ain't got no babysitter, she can't come out and play. So yeah, some of them be like, well, no, we said 200. You gotta pay. No, I'm gonna pay for the babysitter. Do we need to cash app them to get them some food from DoorDash? Cause I don't need nobody calling when I'm over thrashing your ass, man. I don't need nobody interrupting my motherfucking turn up time with you and me. So I'm gonna make sure that your babies and everybody else that might call your phone don't call your phone. Call your sister and tell your sister I got a sack for her if she watch them babies right now, man. Call your sister and tell her I got a sack for her. Tell her she ain't gotta go nowhere. She ain't gotta go to the club. I'm gonna give her a sack and a couple dollars in her pocket. But you finna be out all night, man. Real shit. Man, you got people living like that and grooving like that, and that's real shit, man. You got motherfuckers that know that they can go out and pay to play, but you gotta pay to play, man. You can't be out here trying to chump these folks, man. If you go online, go out there in the world and you paying $30, $40 for some cat, you getting that motherfucking shit that you getting that cat that smell bad, that cat that been back there too long, man. You getting that cat that ain't worth even touching, man. You know what I mean? I want that fresh cat. I want the catch of the day cat. I want that cat that I ain't gotta sit around and 30 motherfucking my homeboys gotta recommend that head and that cat good. I want that cat that's fresh that don't nobody I know ever touch that motherfucker. I know men are hoes, man. And I don't see some men put their poles in some shit that I wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole, man. Real shit. And you know they say, if you know what they say, man. If one motherfucker fuck one motherfucker, you fucked all the same motherfucker that they fucked. Real shit. So when I realized that and I started looking at all the motherfuckers that had money around me and the bad bitches that they was fucking that they wouldn't have never been able to fuck if they didn't have money, I'm thinking to myself, that nigga ain't washed his ass in 4 days, yeah, his pocket's fat. But that motherfucker ain't a clean motherfucker, and I don't watch 3-4 little gals pull up and do some strange things for some change in the car, man. And he ain't hit the sink not one time. So that lets you know that there's some nasty motherfuckers out here, man. Nasty motherfuckers. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed this motherfucking time that I gave y'all, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all my content, man. I turn up, man. I'm a hood nigga. I turn up. But I try to keep it authentic and I try to keep it real and I don't tell no lies. I keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe to my pages. I'm on YouTube regularly. You know what I mean? Because TikTok don't let me go hard like they did tonight. TikTok must be feeling themselves tonight. They must be feeling themselves. You know what I mean? They feeling themselves tonight. They didn't give me number like 2 strikes up there. You know what I mean? So they feeling themselves. But follow my YouTube, man. Voice of the Hood. Link in the bio, man. I'm glad y'all enjoy yourself, man. It's the Voice of the Hood. The link is in my bio. You feel me? I put up brand new content all day, every day. I put up like 40, 50 videos a day, man. Real shit. I move around in the world. I go to different states. I do comedy on stage. You know, I'm out in the world. You know what I mean? Just real shit. But I'm a hood nigga. All the way through and through. You know what I mean? So, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all respect every motherfucker. But if somebody get in your way, man, you put that motherfucker to sleep, man.